And one of the reasons we're up here today is just to give you some hope. You know, if you've got a kid that's out of control, go to him, talk to him. You know, go on an equal basis, you know, father and son, but get down right where they're at. Let them know they're loved. We had a young man in our town. He was an Eagle Scout. He worked at McDonald's part-time. He was 16 years old, had a 4.0 average, and came up missing. 2 weeks later, they found him a half a mile from his house, and he had committed suicide. He had a note on his chest, and it said, "Mom and Dad, you win." That was it. If I had saw my son's body laying there with a bullet in it, how would you feel? It would kill you. But every day, we have kids that are committing suicide. And all you have to do is break the cycle. You say, how hard is it? It's extremely hard. You have no idea what it was like for me to go to my son and say, son, 11-year-old son, teach me to be a father. I have no idea. My dad never taught me. His dad never taught him. And his dad never taught him. But I got a chance to break the cycle. I got a chance to look at my son and say, my son is going to have it better, and your son's going to have it great. And I'm going to make sure of that. We were in church, and pastor was preaching on how Christ had taken our sins upon his back. And I thought, man, what a good word picture. So the next time James does something wrong, I've got it for him. I'm gonna really let him know what his doing something wrong is about. So it wasn't long. I don't know what it was. But I told him, I said, son, you know how Jesus died for our sins? Yeah. I said, well, you're going to get a spanking, but I'm going to take your spanking. And I thought, boy, this is brilliant, because it's going to make him cry and feel bad for me and do better. So I took off my belt, and I handed it to him. I says, you whip me. I laid across the bed, and bam, 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 bam.
Go, back, go.
Yeah. And I looked under my arm up at him, and he had a smile on his face. And I thought, well, sure, he's going to stop pretty soon. And
Nope.
He just kept going and kept going. And I said, I think I've paid for your sin. I think it's done. Good. And did that work? No. And so you come up with some things that just don't work. But then you try other things.
No longer